Hi there, guys. So as we can see, we are back on 25. Sorry it took so long to get you guys a video. I just wanted to make sure that I actually tested the stuff thoroughly, um, so I could provide you guys with the best options. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. I think I will get straight into the controller just because that's what everyone, is here for. So going into calibration, 160, 0 for everything else. I turned the steering saturation down just because I got a new laptop, I'm using a new cable. So with that, it felt like my issues I had on the last game kind of disappeared. So yeah, I turned that off. I will get into staying rate now. I just want to take you through this first. So again, very similar to 24. Instead of this being 500, I've turned it down to 325. Now, what I mean with rotation and steering rate. So you see, steering rate is more for us controller people. For wheel guys, they normally keep it on 100. So for us, we put it to 160. Now, if you feel 160 is too much, you can go 130. Um, but for me, I just found the lower I go, the more lazy the turning feels. So where I recommend balancing it out is perhaps here. So I know the wheel guys, they do run 300. Now, if you try 300 with 160, the car is going to be very responsive, which is great, but it might be a lot harder to micromanage and correct in those specific areas of the track, which I don't necessarily like because for me I prefer to be smooth and fast instead of fast and unstable. It's just because, especially on this game with the tires, you want to be as smooth as possible on the tires while still being able to be fast. So when I started the game, I started on 350. And while this did feel very smooth, it did slightly feel lazy at the peak of turn in. So I kind of now settled for a happy medium of 325. So this for me works. But what I will recommend is perhaps for you guys to test, 325, test 340, and lastly 350. I wouldn't go above 350. I just think that's a bit too much, at least on this game. It's very similar to 23. On 23, I actually ran, I believe, 270. I have heard people going this low on this game, but they are on wheel. If you're going to run to 70, I would then recommend turning down your steering rate. But again, you're just going to be getting to kind of similar balance of, what we already have here. So I recommend testing 325, 340, 350. Find that sweet spot for you. Um, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be back up to pace in no time and still remaining to be smooth. What I have done buttons wise, I've remapped this to the right analog stick. Why I did that is if you look here at the NAD, it's a lot easier to flick with the right analog stick while still driving and having to turn. And that's a lot better than having to use the directional pads. This is the way to go. Just keep in mind you are going to be sacrificing your look around. So if you look here, I don't have any look left, look right, look forward. I changed look back to clicking in the right analog stick. So I just clicked it in, I'll still have the look back. So there are always sacrifices for every little gain that you need to make, and you need to decide what is best for you. I've still running ERS on hold. I believe this is, for me, it just feels more natural than having to use toggle. Uh, so yeah, and that is currently all my controller settings. I am going to be making a video on how to save tires using ERS. So please do stick around for that. And yeah, I hope this helps you.